It's nice to see you again through this Learn Logistics videos, and I'm happy that you started sending comments and suggestions. Please continue to send your comments and suggestions through the above email ID logisticsharry2020 @gmail.com, and you can go through the website www.harrylogisticsacademy.com for more details. Apart from these videos, we have more items in the website. Also, you are requested to subscribe so that you will get frequent notification on every video we upload. Now, after the road transport, we see the rail transport. Rail transport, also known as train transport, is a means of transferring passengers and goods on wheeled vehicles running on rails, which are located on tracks, in contrast to road transport, where vehicles run on a prepared flat surface. Rail vehicles or rolling stocks are directionally guided by the tracks on which they run. First invented for use in the early 19th century, rail transport quickly became vital for the expansion of the Western world and has played a pivotal role in the realm of logistics for over 2 centuries. In modern practice, rail is used more exclusively for the largest and heaviest payloads. It's called bulk cargo, traveling across land. The vast majority of railway infrastructure connects highly populated areas with large unpopulated strips of land between them, making rail ideal for long distance and cross country hauls. The Indian railway system is one of the largest transportation and logistics networks in the world, operating about 19,000 trains daily, including 7,000 freight trains, over 65,000 kilometers of train routes across 7,146 stations. It thus acts as a lifeline of this country in terms of both passenger as well as freight traffic. It is a service-based organization that has played a crucial role in the economic development and integration of the country. The railways signify an energy as well as cost-efficient economic mode of conveyance for this country, and have greatly facilitated both long-distance travel as well as the movement of bulk commodities across India. It has the proud distinction of being one of the 4 railway networks in the world that carry more than 1 billion tons of freight traffic annually. Here the map is given for how the railway network is looking at. Indian Railways runs more than 7,000 freight trains daily and carry 1.23 billion tons of freight in fiscal year. Indian Railways freight trains with 1.5 kilometer length, 3,660 mm width and 7.1 meter height clearance are only in the world. Freight segment of Indian Railways rolling stock consisted of 2,77,987 freight wagons. Average speed of freight trains in India is around 24 km per hour. Certain sectors after dedicated freight corridors are executed, it will run at more than 1,100 kilometers. Broad gauge railway line used for freight and generate 100% of the freight output. Indian locomotive class wagon 9 WAG-9 is currently and operating most powerful freight locomotive of Indian Railways. WAG-12 is the new electric freight locomotive of Indian Railways with a power output of 12,000 HP. The picture you can see the longest railway bridge for unfreight corridor. It is in Kerala. It is about 4.62 kilometers. The freight transport service of Indian Railways is responsible for commodities to reach across the length and breadth of India. International freight services link exist between Raxaul of Bihar and Birganj in Nepal. New dedicated freight corridors in India are expected to be completed by end 2020. Because of the corona restrictions, it may get postponed. Vembanad Railway Bridge is the longest rail bridge in India with a length of 4.62 kilometers and dedicated for only freight transport, which we have seen in the previous page photograph. Golden quadrilateral freight corridors carry 55% of the Indian Railway freight traffic. Indian Railway double-stacked standard shaped containers transported recently with 400 container capacity only in the world. Indian Freight Service owns 800 electric locomotives with 12,000 HP, that is biggest in the world. Indian Railway has gone into a select club of railways that includes China, Russia and USA in carrying more than 1 billion tons of cargo yearly. In this you can see how the dedicated freight corridors projects which are coming up, the places between Amritsar and Kolkata, and it will run through the states of Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Bihar, Jharkhand and West Bengal. It is only funded by the Government of India and West Bengal World Bank, and World Bank. Between Mumbai and Bangalore, the next corridor, and the states which through it runs is Karnataka and Maharashtra. It is funded by some British. And the next corridor is Chennai and Bangalore. It will run through Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh in Rayalaseema region. And it is funded by the JICA, that's called Japan International Cooperation Agency. Then Delhi, Mumbai is the biggest and it is launched already. It will run through the states of UP, Delhi, Haryana, Rajasthan, Gujarat and Maharashtra. It is also funded by the JICA, which is Japan International Cooperation Agency. Here it has been shown how the freight corridor is going to be now. Now let us see the next mode of transportation, that is air transportation. The newest mode of transportation is air. Airplanes are becoming increasingly important in domestic and international trade. With continually improving technologies and practically unlimited route possibilities, air transportation is the fastest growing and most time efficient shipping mode. Consequently, many companies such as Amazon, DHL, First Flight, and UPS are some who have purchased their own fleets of airplanes to gain a competitive edge in the growing market. The air cargo industry incorporates an industrial supply chain which includes airlines, customs, ground services, air cargo forwarders, brokers, domestic transportation, air cargo terminals, distribution centers, and integrated international express services. The demand for air freight is limited by cost, typically priced 4 to 5 times that of road transport and 12 to 16 times that of sea transport. It's approximate. These values differ from country to country and season to season and from product to product and for different volumes also. Cargo shipped by air thus have high values per unit or are very time sensitive, such as documents, pharmaceuticals, fashion garments, production samples, electronics, consumer goods, perishable agricultural, and seafood products. They also include some inputs to meet just-in-time production and emergency shipments of spare parts, mainly for automobile and other industries also. As the volume of air freight grows, there is a natural progression from passenger aircraft to chartered cargo planes of increasing size and ultimately to scheduled cargo services. The types of air cargo. There are two types of air cargo. So one is general cargoes and special cargoes. The general cargo includes high value goods such as electronics, jewelry, pharmaceuticals. Air shipping is more expensive than shipping by sea, but due to the high margins and the fact that many electronic goods are fragile, air freight is the most appropriate form of transport. Special cargo requires special conditions for transporting goods, such as temperature control, certain air conditions, or protected casing. Example, if the goods are hazardous or livestock. What not to ship by air freight is the following goods cannot be transported by air. One is UN classified dangerous goods, lithium batteries, ion batteries, power supplies or power banks, illegal goods, firearms, flammable substances, explosives, and biochemical products. This cannot be transported by air. How are goods shipped by air? Air freight can be consolidated into consoles. Consolidating freight with other shippers is often more cost effective due to economies of scale, although it can often take time to pair up and group shipments. When shipping goods, you will require a master airway bill, which is essentially a note issued by an airline or authorized agent, which shows evidence of the contract of carriage. An airway bill works in a similar way to a bill of lading in a shipping industry. The air freight costs are pricing. So how much does air freight cost? Air freight pricing is calculated from three factors: shipment type, I mean size, weight of goods, as well any specific requirements in case of special cargo, and destination, whether it is international airport or a local, and goods only airport. Then speed at which delivery is required, the time frame, duration. In addition to this, air freight would incur other additional costs such as insurance, surcharges, and custom duties, taxes, etc. In conclusion, rail transportation, the rail is not influenced by traffic, points of diversion, and switch-offs between modes. This makes the rail the most dependable mode for making long hauls or long distance across land with minimal damage. Trains commonly carry bulk cargo items such as coal, cereals, iron ore, cement, oil, automobiles, containers, rice, and wheat. Items that would be uneconomical to transport by truck. Air transportation. As air travel has become increasingly advanced and dependable, more companies are trusting airplanes with high value freight and goods. The increasing popularity of flight as a preferred way to travel also makes shipping by air more convenient as shipments regularly piggyback on passenger planes, further making air an economic way to transport goods. There are a couple of drawbacks to air transport. In its current state, air transport is still by far the most expensive way to ship. Also, due to the nature of air travel, weight and volume of freight has to stay minimal to ensure the safety of the flight. The level of emissions produced by air transport are also the highest of any modes. Thank you. Your comments are welcome. Hope you will benefit from this, and we look forward for more interactions in future. As already mentioned, kindly subscribe this YouTube channel to enable us to inform on our future videos. You can go through our website harilogisticsacademy.com, which will give you more on other things. Also, you can send your comments and suggestions through the above email ID logisticshari2020@gmail.com. Thank you.